Hey everyone, welcome back to While You Are There. Ready for the ultimate Amsterdam weekend? Let's dive into some amazing travel hacks to make your trip unforgettable. Amsterdam, its canals, the bikes, the art, the vibe. It's a city that will steal your heart, but it can also steal your wallet if you're not careful. That's why I'm here. I'm about to drop some serious knowledge bombs on you, travel hacks straight from yours truly, to help you experience the best of Amsterdam without going bankrupt. Alright, before we dive into the juicy details, let me blow your mind with this electrifying fact. Did you know Amsterdam is literally built on poles? Yep, you heard that right. The entire city stands tall on millions of wooden poles driven deep into the ground. They had to get super creative because the city's built on a swamp. Mind-blowing, right? So, when should you pack your bags and hop on that plane to Amsterdam? Well, it depends on what you're into. Want to see those iconic Dutch tulips in full bloom? April and May are your months. But be warned, everyone else has the same idea, so expect crowds. Looking for sunshine and good vibes? June to August is perfect. The city's buzzing, the canals are alive with boats, and you can soak up some rays in Vondelpark. Personally, I love Amsterdam in the fall. The tourist crowds have thinned out, the leaves are changing color, and there's a cozy, romantic vibe in the air. Plus, fewer crowds mean cheaper flights and accommodation. Bonus! Amsterdam is packed with incredible things to see and do. First things first, you gotta explore those canals. Seriously, they're the veins of the city, and cruising along them is like stepping back in time. You can hop on a canal tour, touristy, but hey, it's a classic for a reason. Or do what the locals do and rent a bike. Amsterdam is super bike-friendly, and it's the best way to see the city at your own pace. Just watch out for those trams. Trust me, you do not want to mess with those trams. And of course, you can't miss the Anne Frank House, the Rijksmuseum, and the Van Gogh Museum. They're all must-sees. But book your tickets online in advance because the lines can be insane. Alright, let's talk food, people. When you're in Amsterdam, you gotta indulge in some local delicacies. First up, stroopwafels. These thin, crispy waffles sandwiched with caramel are pure heaven. Find a street vendor and get 1 or 3 fresh off the griddle. Next, you have to try the herring. I know, it sounds a bit fishy, but trust me on this one. It's a Dutch institution. Get it from a street stall, preferably with chopped onions and pickles. And for a real treat, head to a brown cafe. These traditional Dutch pubs are the perfect place to cozy up with a local beer and soak up the atmosphere. Getting around Amsterdam is super easy, and I'm going to let you in on a little secret: ditch the taxis and the metro and rent a bike. Seriously, it's the best way to experience the city. Amsterdam is incredibly bike-friendly with dedicated bike paths everywhere, and it's the quickest way to get around, especially during rush hour. Plus, it's a great workout. Just remember, those bike lanes? They're sacred. Stay in them. The locals will thank you. Of course, if you're not comfortable on 2 wheels, the tram and metro systems are clean, safe, and efficient. Just grab an OV chip cart, that's your public transport card, and you're good to go. Now let's talk about where to rest your weary head after a long day of exploring. Amsterdam has accommodation options for every budget. If you're on a shoestring, there are plenty of hostels in the city center that won't break the bank. Looking for something a little more private? Check out Airbnb for some cool apartments, or consider staying in the De Piep or Jordan neighborhoods. They're a bit further out from the absolute center, but still within walking distance of most attractions, and have a more local vibe. Okay, so you've seen the canals, the museums, the red light district. Now it's time to get into some unique Amsterdam experiences. First up, cheese tasting. You're in the Netherlands, the land of cheese, so you gotta try all the Gouda, Edam, and everything in between. Head to the Albert Kuat Market for a cheese-tasting extravaganza. Next, how about a canal picnic? Grab some stroopwafels, cheese, of course, and some drinks from a local supermarket and find a peaceful spot along the canal. It's the perfect way to relax and soak up the city's charm. And if you're feeling adventurous, rent a paddle boat or a rowboat and explore the canals from the water. Just try not to capsize. Amsterdam is a shopper's paradise. Whether you're on the hunt for vintage treasures, unique souvenirs, or designer labels, for vintage lovers, the 9 Streets area is a must-visit. It's a maze of narrow streets packed with independent boutiques selling everything from clothing and accessories to furniture and homeware. Looking for something special to take home? Head to the Waterlooplein Flea Market. It's a treasure trove of antiques, vintage clothing, and quirky souvenirs. And if you're feeling fancy, the PC Hoofstraat is Amsterdam's answer to Rodeo Drive. All the big designer names are here, so get ready to empty your wallet. When the sun goes down, Amsterdam comes alive with a vibrant nightlife scene. Whether you're looking for a cozy pub, a live music venue, or a pumping nightclub, Amsterdam has something for everyone. Start your evening with a drink at a traditional brown cafe. These pubs are full of character and history, and they're the perfect place to enjoy a local beer or Genever, which is Dutch gin. For live music, check out Paradiso, a former church-turned-concert hall that hosts both local and international acts. And if you want to dance the night away, head to D-School, a former school building that's now one of the city's coolest nightclubs. Amsterdam is a generally safe city, but like any tourist destination, it's important to be aware of your surroundings and take precautions to stay safe. First things first, watch out for pickpockets, especially in crowded areas like Dam Square and the red light district. Speaking of the red light district, it can be a bit overwhelming, so if you're not comfortable with that kind of thing, maybe give it a miss. And lastly, just use common sense. Don't walk around alone late at night, don't leave your belongings unattended, and don't be afraid to say no if someone makes you feel uncomfortable. That's it for our ultimate Amsterdam weekend travel hacks. Remember, Amsterdam is an incredible city with something to offer everyone. So pack your bags, grab your sense of adventure, and get ready for an unforgettable trip. And hey, if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more awesome travel content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on our next adventure. Until then, keep exploring and discovering new places.